up here with our 5th grade students. You know, a lot has changed in the 6 years that they've been here. One of the things most notably for me is I wasn't having to wear these whenever they started kindergarten. So anyway, there's been a lot of things that have occurred here over the time that they've been in, since they entered school here at kindergarten. Many of them started kindergarten here at Stringtown and have stayed here the whole time. We've had some that have been, we've been blessed to have joined us along the way, and there's been some that started and are now at other places. So there's been a lot of events take place. I know during the first year, the kindergarten year here, that particular year, we had President Barack Obama was elected and inaugurated, the 44th President of the United States. During your 1st grade year, the movie Avatar was the largest selling grossing movie that particular year. During your 2nd year, now I don't know, I'm not an American Idol guy, but during the 2nd year was the 10th season, a guy named Scotty McCreery, a country music artist, won American Idol that particular year. During your 3rd grade year in school, you got to end the year with the robot project. How many of you remember getting to build the robots? Because we just did that again this year. How many parents remember having to build those robots? Quite a great way to end the year. During your 4th grade year, the Baltimore Ravens managed to win the Super Bowl, and Michael Orr of The Blind Side, from the movie The Blind Side, got his first Super Bowl ring, so we got to see that last year. And then this year, we got to see the 22nd Winter Olympics over in Sochi, Russia. Now, throughout the year, you've had a lot of exciting class projects that involve the Revolutionary War and the studying of various Indian tribes. You had unexpected holidays due to the bad weather, which is another reason we're here right now and not on Wednesday. We finally made it to spring break. And we had athletic days, and you know, the end has just come to a close really quick here at the end. And that usually happens right after spring break. Okay, so as we reflect on this year's triumphs and celebrations here, and this is a time of celebration. I want you to remind you this: we're celebrating for you all and with you all. On one hand, we are sad to see you go, but on the other hand, we're excited to see what lies ahead for you. I've seen just a few kids here. I just talked to Connor and Cody, who were just finished 8th grade over Tompkins yesterday, and you know, they were reminiscing here, just saying, I said, well, surely this was your 8th grade celebration was pretty good, and they said, you know what, this was really the best. We've truly enjoyed this year, and we had great memories of this. So cherish the memories here, but look forward to what you're going to build over at Tompkins. Okay? So right now, I'm going to start with some of the awards, and most of the awards that things we're going to recognize people for, we're just going to have them stand and recognize in this case, and then at the end for the big ones, the presidential and the Fort Oak Extended Honor Roll, we're going to have the kids actually come up here toward the end. The first thing we're going to start with, and this year, since we had a long-term sub for music this year, we don't necessarily have any choir awards, but I would like, if you participated in the Christmas, the musical at Christmas, or the one here in the spring, or in the choir, please stand and face the audience here. Thank you, and you can be seated. We also had a number of 4th graders that also participated in that as well. Okay, we're going to go right on here to the art awards. In this case, for art, Mr. Mobley, you know what? He talked with me on several occasions about this because he had such a difficult time choosing the best 2 students. What he thought, because he said he thought he had so many kids that really did a good job with art. So he's asked that, you know, when I acknowledge these 2 folks, that if your name is not mentioned, please don't think that you didn't do a good job in art, because he said there were just a lot of hard people to choose from. Okay, and those awards, again, they're in the packet, so we're just going to have you stand. For our outstanding female high achievement in art, we have Ava Dunville. So Ava, stand up. And for our outstanding male, Ava, I want you to stay standing for a little bit longer, Aiden Kopek. Okay, thank you, and you can be seated. At this time, I think Mr. Schmidt, why don't you come over and he's going to say a few things about the safety control.
Get And we get a plaque that permanently will be displayed here in Springtown. This is a traveling trophy. They award that to the best in their class. And it's been several years since we had it, so anyways, we appreciate that. I do want to recognize, before it goes strictly into the Safety Patrol, I want to recognize a few people in the athletic department. The volleyball team, would you stand? You know volleyball? We had 2 volleyball teams. And the boys basketball team, if you would stand. And the girls basketball team. And we don't want to leave out the cheerleaders. It was a pretty rough season as far as women's basketball. I was a little disappointed that Mr. Brown was mentioning what happened in these last couple of years, but he didn't say anything about my Red Sox. Maybe because he's in Cardinal territory, but anyways, I'm a Red Sox fan and they won the World Series last year. All right, I want to read the Safety Patrol people's names off that helped us get this. And I do want to thank the parents, because I know it's, some of you have younger brothers and sisters and need to be other places, but to get these kids here, that's what they judge us on, really. Are we at our post? When we're at our post, are we doing our job? We're not parsing around or messing around. And these kids are out there for the most part. We had 4 almost every time, and sometimes 5, and you know, they all helped. And I know sometimes they made a few enemies, reporting people who were not going home correctly and that kind of stuff, but they were there, and I appreciate it. Okay, Captain Christian Salih. Christian even talked to our kids who wanted to go to camp next year. He really wanted to talk to them, tell them what Safety Patrol Camp was about, so I appreciated that. Leslie Martin was our lieutenant. Sergeants were Emily Mango, Allison Cohn, Shelby Clemens, Andrew Evans, and Ada Duncan. By the way, at camp, who is a captain and lieutenant and sergeants, and the kids that didn't choose to go to camp were privates, and it's Erica Byram, Bethany Eaton, and Jackson Lawson. I guess our biggest disappointment was Safety Patrol. These kids did not get to go swimming in Burdette Park. It was too cold. But otherwise, they were good though. They played tennis and everything else, and fishing. So thank you. Good luck, class. Good luck, teachers. And I appreciate what you've done for me, especially 2 years ago, or last year. Thanks. This has been the 6th time since, I want to say 83, that they've been giving that traveling trophy. It's the 6th time that Springtown's got it. And I think Hebron was only on there 4 times. They were on there 8 times. So Mr. Smith said he's got to get it in the next few years here. So please catch Hebron. Okay, I also want to take a moment too to recognize our student council members. So if you're on student council, please stand. Standing, I want to take a special moment here because PTA President Judy Small came to me and said, make sure that you thank these kids on behalf of the PTA because they helped with quite a few PTA events this year came, and they were a very solid part of the volunteer force that it takes to run some of the extra events that go on here at school. They were here in the fall for the Halloween walkthrough that we had. They were also here at the carnival we just recently had, and several other things that they helped with. So from the PTA, they wanted to make sure that they told you thank you as well. So thank you, Student Council.
point, we're going to have Ms. Hale come forward, and she's going to begin with the classes and reading of the names.
Logan Beal. Seth Boatman. Cody Boland. Kevin Cooper. Dylan Crow. Bethany Eaton. Skylar Franks McPhee.
Yeah.
Blake Hall. Amber Hernandez. Harley Hernandez. Aubrey Holden. Madison Kingery. Destiny Langston. Leslie Martin. Sean Melton.
Yeah, she took too many pictures of her walk.
Chauffeur Oldham. Kendall
I was
Richardson.
going to tell you, make sure you didn't hang that out.
Blake Riley. Trent Stalvey. Madison Stotler.
Okay, at this point I'm going to call off our AV honor roll. Okay, these are students that had a 3.0 to 3.49 GPA for this school year. So at this point, when I call your name, I just want you to stand on this, okay? And make sure you turn and face so that folks can get a picture of there. Brendan Morrell, Rylan Grubb, Destiny Langston, Lucas Townsend, Kyle Northouse, Carrie Parsons, Madison Kingery, Bailey Burfanger, Bradford Talley, Lucas Brinkley, Sean Melton, Nolan Stevens, Ginger Blaine, Ethan Morrison, Emma Robinson, Harley Hernandez, Dusty Darty, Blake Riley, Haley Fuqua, Brennan Wheeler, Caleb Reck, Bethany Eaton, Jackson Lawhon, Craig Famali, Brandon Angle, Chloe Benson, Logan Beal, Anna Fenwick, Jay James. Please congratulate these students. Thank you, and you can be seated. And now we're going to go to our A honor roll students, which is 35 to 399. Okay, and just like the last year, let's do it on an alphabetical order here. Leslie Martin, Erica Byram, Annie Woods, Dylan Crow, Shelby Fleming, Maggie Hale, Blake Hall, Michaela Doty, Jaylee Latham, Isaac Kaufman, Madison Wells, Angelina Evans, Chloe Basham, Allison Holmes, Landon Fisher, Emily Mangold, Emily Everhart, Alexis Fenwick, Sierra Pyatt, Trent Stalvey, Cody Boland, Michael Early, Jasmine Jennings, Christian Salee, Katie Ray, J.D. Winslow, Caitlin Webster. Please stand and join me. Sierra Pyatt. And our final recipient for this is Christian Salee.
Get it, buddy. Yeah, Christian.
This is quite an honor to be up here. It truly is. So let's congratulate these young folks. I want to give a word of wisdom here to you that are standing here. Just because you're standing here now doesn't mean you're going to be standing here when you're in 8th grade or when you're a senior in high school. You've got to continue the hard work that you've done to this point. For those of you sitting out here, doesn't mean that when you get to be 8th grade or senior in high school, you can't be standing in the same spot. You've got hard work to do as well. You can see how it pays off. So congratulations again to these students. Hold it together here. Right, we're nearing the finish line here. So keep it together for a bit. All right. I hope you enjoyed sharing those memories and looking back and thinking fondly of those. I can remember one time I was in church, I read in the Bible that was talking about how if you had written accounts of all the things that Christ had done in his lifetime, there wouldn't be enough books to fill the world. Well, you can see that's just 11 minutes of an entire school year and then you just got a snapshot, so you could just write so much about what has happened in videos. So, there's just a lot of great things that have happened, and I hope you build some good friendships. At Stringtown, our teachers strive for excellence. This year we had 74% of our class, that's the highest that we've had since I've been here, make the either AB honor roll or the A honor roll this year. So that's definitely. And I have one other thing that I need to do, and I knew I could not ask permission for this, but I have to do it anyway. We have 3 people that are very special that will be retiring this year. Mr. Russell, Ms. Asen, Ms. Shivani. We want to thank you for your years of dedication and service. One of the great advantages of being an educator is that you don't just touch kids for now, you touch the future and you touch it for eternity. Because what you have passed on to the kids that were in your classes, they take and they pass on to their kids. How many of you have parents out here have talked to your kids about things that your teachers told you? Okay. So, I know that I have as well, and I've reflected upon that many times. So anyway, again, thank you very much for your years of service here, and just being my friend in particular. Thank you very much. We've spent the whole time this morning celebrating what has been. Okay? Now it is time to move forward. While there may be some sadness at the close of your elementary days at Stringtown, you can also look forward with great anticipation to the opportunities that you're going to have in middle school and in high school. Academic challenges will rise to a new level, as well as extracurricular opportunities will be more available to you. And you'll have chances to excel and exceed in ways that you didn't have at the elementary level. Okay? You'll have different expectations. You'll get chances to stretch yourself in ways that you could not have imagined. So don't be discouraged if you try and fail. One of the great things about life is that every day offers new experiences. As parents, teachers, and other family and friends, we are very proud of you, and we love you immensely. We look forward to hearing of your accomplishments in the future. This past week, I've looked in the paper several times and seen some of the sporting events that I see in the sports section. And one of the things I always look for is I look at some of the Stringtown kids that I see that played for Central. In some cases, they've even gone to other high schools and played. So quite proud of that, and don't think that we don't follow you and keep up with you after that. We look forward to seeing your success. All right, at this time, I would like for the students to please stand and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the graduates